Hello viewers, you remember I have made this a tutorial on this dress that is supposed to be worn by a baby who is 0 to 7 months or even up to 6 months. And then I have decided to make some boot to match the same. You can see the boot for the baby and the boot a pattern that resembles the dress, especially when it comes to this part of the head, the finishing. You can see how it has been masked and this one. However, you can see white substances inside. I've only loaded the shoe with some tissue so that we can have it the shape. And remember, when the baby will be wearing this, we will need some socks inside because this is a shoe. Now from there, when doing this project, we will need this 100%, half of this 100% acrylic baby yarn, pink in color or the color that pleases you. And you will also need this one to do the sew or this part. So from there, you need scissors to cut your yarn where necessary. You also need a hook which is 1.75 millimeters. Then you need some hooks because when doing this work down here, it needs a lot of counting and marking so that you don't make errors, so that your work can come out neatly. You can see the area where we were reducing, how smart it is. It doesn't look crooked because there is a lot of counting and balancing. Then you need a safety pin for inserting this lace here for adjusting the socks for the shoe for the baby. Remember this work. If you are a teacher, parent or guardian, you can teach the learners this talent, and those who have it, it can be nurtured, but make sure that they don't endanger their lives because these tools, if mishandled, they can cause danger to the learners. So ensure anytime you are teaching the learners this tutorial, they are seated apart from one another and they are each is handling her own or his own tools. Now welcome to my lovely tutorial. Let us make the boot to match or to be worn together with this dress. Remember, I've loaded the inside just to give this shoe a shape with some tissues. So welcome to my tutorial. We will start our project by making a slip knot. Make sure you reduce this into size. Normal size should not be exaggerated because when making the boot you need to have tight stitches. Then from there you chain 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Ensure that your chains are not long because this is a baby boot. Then from there you chain 3. 1, 2, 3. After chaining 3, you put your first double crochet at chain 4, and remember we don't count the one which is in the hook. So you say 1, 2, 3. Go to the fourth one. On the lip here, this lip, put the first double crochet. Then continue and make 17 double crochet, and I'm going to show you how you are going to deal with the the last stitch. Just move slowly and make sure you don't skip or put two double crochet together. That will be wrong. Continue until you get to the last stitch. Okay, we are in our last chain. Now we are going to put 9 double crochet together in the same chain, which is the last chain here. So we start counting. We have 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You pull the tail. 7, 8, 9. So we just pull the tail completely and close this gap. We have already made 9 double crochet, so we move to the next stitch. This is down here, and make sure you don't skip it. It's just here, sorry, and you make a double crochet and continue making double crochet all the way down, and you tame your tails if they are appearing in your work, like I'm taming mine. Can you see how I'm tuning it? Continue, make 18. We'll meet at the last chain, then I'll show you how you are going to treat it. Continue working. This is our work so far. So we are in the last chain, so we are going to put 8 double crochet together in the same chain. So say 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After making the 8 double crochet together, we close our work with a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet, which is here and not on the chain. So we close our work with a slip stitch, then we chain 2, 1, 2, and in the same space where we have the slip stitch, we put a double crochet. Then continue with a double crochet for 18 stitches. Then from there where we made the 9 together, we are going to work on them. Continue and get to where we made the 9 stitches together. Once you get here, I'll show you what we are going to do so that we can be able to make our work look smart. Okay, we have already made 18 stitch double crochet. Okay, we have already made the 18 double crochet. Let's count together: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have arrived to the area where we made 9 together. So in each of these chains that make the 9 of them, you put 2 double crochet on top. So we start here. Every double crochet will receive 2 double crochet together. So those are 2. Then you go to the next, put 2 double crochet together, then come to the next, 2 double crochet together. Note not to put 1 double crochet, put 2 double crochet together, keep on checking to ensure that every stitch has 2 double crochet on top. Correct? You move on, 2 double crochet together, keep on checking and make sure that you are still within this ring where we made the 9 double crochet. So this is our last one. So we have made 18 in total. You can see what we have now. So we move on, putting 1 single double crochet until we reach to the other set where we made 8. This other 18 will receive only a single double crochet, not a double. And soon in the video only a single. One more to go. So we have made 18 from here to this area. We have 18. We can count together and we count in twos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. One more to make 9. That is now 18. So what you are going to do here is in this block here where we made 9, we are going to put we made 8, but we are going to add 2 more. So you make 2 double crochet on top of every stitch that we made earlier. So we have 1, 1. You go to the second one and make 2 together, the same stitch. Go to the other one, do the same. Always check your work to make sure that every stitch has two. Correct, you move on. Let's count and see what we have. We count in twos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So to make them 8, we come down here. There is a small space here, this space here, and put two double crochet together so that your work doesn't have get gaps. So you have 18 in total. Then move. This is the chain that we made of 2. Do not join your work with the chain. Go to the on top of the first double crochet, which is next to the chain, and put a slip stitch. Put a tight slip stitch, and then that is what you get. You can see our work is shaping itself. So we move on. We are going now to chain 2, 1, 2, and in the same hole or space we put a double crochet, then proceed. We are not adding anymore, we are just doing a free double crochet all around our work. There's no more addition. Now continue with that double crochet all round. You come all this way until we get here to join with a slip stitch. Then I'll show you what we are going to do next. Okay, we've completed the round. You can see what we have. So what we are going to do is we are going to put a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet here and knot the chain. So you come here and put a very tight slip stitch so that your work doesn't leave gaps. Then from there you chain 1. This time we are chaining 1. Then go behind and remember there is a chain down here. So what you do is we are going to put a back post of the 2, that is the chain and the double crochet, so that they don't appear as if they are two chain. You put a back post, and from here now onwards throughout this round our work will be dealing with back post double crochet as soon in the video. Think I should repeat again. Let me repeat so that you catch up with me if you are a beginner. But if you are not a beginner, you can move ahead. You can move on. So I'm going to redo again to illustrate more. Just complete your normal double crochet. Then you come and put a slip stitch on top of the double crochet which is here, but remember we have the chain here. Here is the chain, so it is on top of the double crochet here. Put a tight slip stitch. After you put the slip stitch, you chain 1, not 2. Then you remember these are standing, this there is a double crochet and a chain here, so they look as if they are two and double crochet, but we are going to treat them as one. So we are, because we are putting back post double crochet around, we will go down this way and treat the two as one. So we just do as I've done in the video, pole pole, slowly, then you are done. So you continue, you go to the second one and put a no, a back post. Everything is back post, no front post in double crochet, please. So this is how our work is appearing. So you continue working until we meet here. I'll show you what we are going to do next. Make sure you don't hold two, you just hold one. Just one stitch at a time. Continue working. Okay, we have reached the end of the round. Now we are going to put a slip stitch at the first chain of double crochet, or on top of the first double crochet. After we have chained, then you chain one and cut your yarn. Go through. So this is what we have. Now we are going to change the yarn to a pink color so that it can resemble our dress. Just okay, this is how far we have gone. As you can see, I have divided the part of the shoe where we have this one is the back, this one is the front, the two sides, and both sides are equal. On this side we have 36 double crochet, and this side we have 36 double crochet. Now, if you can look at this pin and this one, I just folded my work this way and fixed the two pins, making the work equal. Then I divided so that I could be able to get this area where that the 6 is, and I've already counted, confirmed that the division is correct. So from here to here is 18, then from here to here 18 together, or plus, that is 36, the same to this side. So we are going to remove this mark, it doesn't matter anymore, and be left with this other part, a mark. And then from here we are going to change the yarn. We are going to start using the pink yarn as shown in the video. This is where we are now. So we are going to start putting the pink and the pattern which constitute the pattern of our dress. If you look at the two, you can see some resemblance in the pattern or the way they are designed. So we are going to take our yarn and put a slip stitch. I have already put a slip stitch on mine. Then from there, we go at the back of our shoe and remove the mark. Remove the mark carefully and insert the hook. Then after that, we take our color, and it doesn't matter the color that you are using. Me, I'm using pink. So you just pull through. After pulling through, you make 2 chains like that. Then in the same path, you make a double crochet and make double crochet in every chain around the boot. Just a single crochet, we are not adding or subtracting anywhere. Now when you get to this area where we used to put a chain of 2, make sure that you just don't treat the chain as a double crochet. You just skip it and put your double crochet on top of the chain which is here, hidden here. And remember to tame these tails. The tail is the thread that is hanging, and you just crochet it to tame it, as I'm doing on the video. You continue working until you get to the area where we have the mark, then remove, I'll show you what you are going to do. When you reach where we have the mark, you remove it temporarily, and then you put a double crochet in the same space. After that, you get back your mark and return it, because this will be a area of reference when working. So you continue working throughout making double crochet. We meet here. Okay, we have arrived at the end of the round. So we are going to put a slip stitch. Note, we always put a slip stitch on top of the double crochet and not the chain. So you chain 2. After chaining 2, we are going to put the pattern of the dress so that the shoe can match the dress, because it is meant for this dress. So you can see this is the pattern that we are going to continue with. So what you do here is you do 4 double crochet. You start with the first one at the very chain, at the very point where you have your chain, because the chain does not count as a double crochet. Then that is 1, then 2, 3, 4. Then with that 4, you just chain 1 and then skip this, go to the next and put more 4 double crochet, but following one another, not together, but they are following one another, just as shown in the video. So after every 4 double crochet, you put a chain, skip 1, skip this, we go to the next, and then we put some more 4 double crochet, and the sequence continues. Sorry. Even if they don't count to 4, don't worry, you just leave them at that. The pattern has already established itself. You can see it. If you look at this other shoe, they resemble, and if you look at the dress which will be worn with this shoe, they also resemble. So what we do, we have arrived where we have our pin, and we put our last double crochet. Then from there, we return our pin or our mark. Then from there, we are now going, this is a part of the tool, we are going to do reduction. So we are going to reduce as shown in the video. You make a half double crochet, don't complete it. You make another one, don't complete it. So you have 3 in the hook, then you pull them together, and you continue until you reach to the other mark with the same pattern. You can see how I'm doing it, 2 together, until when you get to the other mark, this is the other side. To continue until you get to this mark, we will meet and complete the round. This is our second mark. We are going to remove it, and then just complete our work and then return the mark. So after returning the mark, we have now, you're supposed to return the mark where we have and double crochet. It's not a reduction. So this is how our work looks like. You can see the shoe has started to shape itself. So we'll have to make a few more rounds to bring it to shape. Now we continue with this round of double crochet until we get here, but remember we are putting the pattern. So what we are going to do is we are going to we have already 1 chain and double crochet here, 3 more, then we make the pattern. 2, 3, 4, then chain 1, skip 1, make the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, skip, make the pattern. Skip this, come to the next. Okay, this one double crochet, don't worry, chain 1, then skip this and join your work with a slip stitch. It will still stand for the pattern because there is a chain here. We cannot bring 2 here to join this one, it will be so long, so long. So you chain 1, 2, then put a double crochet directly where the chain is, then continue with a double crochet until you get where the mark is. But remember to respect where there is a chain, you put a chain so that you can maintain the pattern of the dress to be masked with this shoe. You can see what I've done. Continue working until you get to this area of the mark. So we are going to remove the mark, and when we remove the mark, we are going to put a single double crochet on every reduction that was made earlier. We are not going to reduce in this row, but we are going to make a single crochet on every 2 reduction on top of the 2 reduction that were made in the previous row, just like I'm doing in the video. You can see what we are doing, 1 double crochet on top of what was reduced previously. We are not reducing, just a double crochet on top of the 2 double crochet which were reduced. Until you get to where the mark is. So we are done. We are through with the area of reduction. This is how our work looks like. We are still shaping the shoe of the baby. So with the time it will be as smart as this other one here. We just continue working on it. We are going to bring it into shape. From there, you will remove the mark. We forgot to return the other mark, but I will just do it. So what you do here is you make 4 double crochet, respecting the pattern of chaining 1, so that the shoe can continue resembling the dress. Continue working until the end of the round, and remember to respect the pattern. Okay, we put a slip stitch on top of the double crochet here, not on top, not with the chain, and when we do that, we just continue until we get where the mark is to do more reduction. 1, 2, then you put a double crochet right down where the chain is, because the chain does not count. Then from there you continue working. Remember to respect the pattern of the shoe. So we have arrived to where we are supposed to reduce. Just put the last double crochet, then move the pin up once. From there we start reducing our work, just like as we did the other time. So we are going to have incomplete half double crochet. After you hold them that way, you reduce. I repeat, when there are three, you hold them together. You go through until you get to the area where we have the mark. Continue until you get to where we have the mark. Okay, we are done. Can observe what has happened. Can see the shoe is zipping itself. This is the front, of course. So we continue working. Now we are going to do the remaining part until we get to this other mark here. Then from there I'll show you again how you are going to reduce. So continue working and you respect the pattern. Okay, from here we are going to remove the mark and put our last double crochet here. Then we start reducing. You can see this one. Just do as we are used to. We are now reducing. Yeah, come to the other one here. Put one double crochet on top of the two and another one here. Then reduce. Continue until you maneuver out of them. Mhm. Come to this one and this, maneuver them. So we are through with the double crochet. We go now, we remove the pin and then go to double crochet here, the double crochet, crochet, so this is what we get after doing that reduction. And see our work. Now there is no need of taking back the mark stitch. When we come, we will do only one reduction and we will be done. So we continue working. You don't need the markers anymore. Continue with the double crochet until you reach the end here. Continue working. I've reached the area of joining, so we continue working until we reach the reduction area, where we will do only one reduction and then we continue with our round. Now we have reached the area where we are going to reduce this one and this one. Then we also get rid of this. So we are done with the reduction. We continue with the pattern. Chain 2, put and double crochet in the same space. Now what we are going to do at this juncture is to do double crochet throughout the round. You do a double crochet and including at the chain here we put a double crochet all around our work. Then from there I'll tell you what to do next. So you just continue working double crochet in every stitch and space. So when you come here, you put a double crochet to be just continuous, no more chaining. So continue until the end of the round. Okay, we've reached the end of the round. We chain two, one, two, then and double crochet in the same space, then 3 more double crochet, then the pattern of our dress will come back again. These are 4, so you chain 1, you skip 1 and put 4 more following one another. Continue working until the end of the round. You have finished the round, and if you realize that your double crochet here are not enough, there is no big deal, just put 2 and then a chain. So you do and repeat this round again, and then we'll meet. I'll show you how we are going to change the pattern. Repeat the round that we've just completed. Okay, we are going to chain 3 after the end of the 2 rounds that we've made. Then we turn our work. Normally we crochet when the boot is facing this side, so we are going to turn this way and make sure the boot is facing you. Then start putting double crochet in every loop of the stitch that you have already made. At this time the chain count as a double crochet. So make a double crochet in every loop until the end of the round. And remember, it is the outer loop, not the inside, the outer loop. Just move slowly until the end of the round. Okay, we finished the round. We put a slip stitch, then we chain 1 and we put a double crochet down here on the 2 double crochet and the chain. We put a front post. Then from there we go to the other back, we put a back post double crochet, and we will be alternating that way, front post and back post. Continue This is what you get. Continue working that way. You finish this round and another one, then you cut the yarn, and by that time your work should look like this first boot that we made earlier. So continue working. We've reached the end or approached the end of the round, so we are going to do the last stitch, which is a back post, double crochet, and this is how you are going to put a slip stitch on the chain that we made here. Then you chain one and continue until you finish 2 rows as we had said. So continue with the front post and the back post double crochet. Okay, I have finished the back post and the front post, and I've also made this pattern to end the work to resemble the dress. You can see the two are resembling. So I'm going to use this other shoe to show you how to do this decoration. But meanwhile, let us do this finishing, which is down here on this shoe. So you go at the back here and look for the center. Just move your finger slightly. Even if you are not accurate, there is no harm. Then you come here and put a slip stitch with the yarn that you are using, the color that you are using. Me, I have chosen this brown. So you pull through the slip stitch, and then after you pull through the slip stitch, you chain two, and in the same space you put a half double crochet, not a double crochet but a half double crochet, and you continue in every space putting a half double crochet until the end of the round. You can see how I'm inserting my hook right inside, right here, so that our shoe can get a shape. Continue working until the end of the round. This is what we are getting. So continue working until the end of the round. We are now going to use this pin to insert the lace on our shoe. Just hook it using this safety pin, and you be careful not to harm yourself. Then you come here where you have 4 chains double crochet. You go in between, you divide them into 2 and go proceed. Everywhere where you meet them, you divide them into 2. But if they are less than that, you just use 1 and move on. We learn through observation and listening to what the teachers or our parent or the tutors are saying. So always be careful to use your eyes properly, so that what you hear is reinforced by the other sense of seeing. So if you are teaching your learners, ensure that they engage their eyes and ears as they work, as they listen to the tutorial. So we are done. We are just going to remove the pin And after removing the pin, we just shape our shoe. This is how the baby will be wearing always, and this one is for fastening. And remember, I have loaded a few stitches in the shoe just to give it a shape. So for this pattern which is here, I'm going to use the other shoe, this one, to show you how to make it. So you just stress your work this way, and after stressing or after unfolding, you put a slip stitch. Then you start at the back here, just chain 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you put a double crochet, 3 double crochet, sorry, 2 double crochet. Now we are not going to work this way, sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to show you how to make this pattern here, which resembles the finishing of the dress, because the shoe is meant for this dress. So we just get the shoe, and then you focus on at the back and put a slip stitch. Once you put a slip stitch, you chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you put you crochet 2 more double crochet. Then you chain 1, skip this, go to the next, put 2, 3 double crochet, not 4 but 3. So we have 2, then 3, chain 1, then skip this, go to the next, put 3 more double crochet following one another, not together, not in the same space. Then chain 1, skip this, go to the next, and we continue with the pattern. Continue until the end of the round, then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, we have reached the end of the round. You skip this and put a double crochet on top of the chain, that chain here. Then from there you chain 1, then you put a half double crochet, just like that. Go to the next and put a double crochet, and in this space here you put 3 double crochet together. Now once you do that, you go to this stitch here and put a double crochet. Then in the middle stitch here you put a half double crochet. Then go to the next and put a double crochet. Then the space will always get 3 double crochet together. Then the following stitch will also be a full double crochet, but the middle stitch here will always get a half double crochet. So this one is full double crochet, then 3 double crochet together, followed by another double crochet on top of this stitch. Then the middle one here I have double crochet, and you continue working that way. So this is what we are getting, and which resembles this part of the dress here, the ending of our dress. So continue working until the end of the round. If it is the end of the round, so we have already put the 3, then we are going to put another double crochet here, and then a slip stitch, chain 1, then we cut the yarn. After cutting the yarn, just hide this tail, and the tail, then do the cleaning with the scissors. After that, the shoe, this is how our work looks like, and the baby will always wear the shoe with some socks because this is a shoe, not a socks. Kwa hivyo, make sure that you put your baby socks uploaded inside with some tissues to make it look or have some shape. So we are going to tie the other lace here, and tie it anyhow you want, and the baby will be good to go. So you can see what we've done. The dress to match the seam